Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Loaded Podcast. And it's your boy Venom Josh here with Patrick the Full Nelson and Jay Messiah.
What the fuck was that, bro? It's your boy Venom the Josh and Patrick the Full Nelson and Jay Messiah. You said Venom Josh.
I did?
You did. You said Venom.
Well, I'm here to come to you to talk about wrestling. And I think the best way to open up this discussion is to ask, who do you think is gonna dethrone Roman Reigns?
Who will stop the head of the table?
That's a good question.
Okay.
I think Big E will stop Roman Reigns.
So I don't think he's gonna lose at SummerSlam? You think SummerSlam he's just gonna walk past?
Think he's gonna beat John Cena?
Dude,
John Cena, you think that's gonna remain
I
a
think
one-on-one match?
Roman Reigns gonna beat John Cena. It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a hard-hitting match. I see it. It's gonna be a hard-hitting match.
So this is basically John Cena's passing the torch, is what you're saying.
I think he passed the torch already. He lost to Roman. He needs to get his victory back.
He lost to Roman Reigns.
Didn't really technically pass the torch, if you want to be technical, because if he passed the torch, him passing the torch would be right now. Because let's look at it. Roman's hot right now. As much as you like him, hate him, love him, he's hot right now. And Roman is definitely the head of the table right now.
To go back to the question, I personally think Finn Balor's going to beat him.
Ooh, what?
Let's just be honest. Finn Balor's first go around, he beat Roman Reigns clean. And like the Prince said on SmackDown, he ain't just going to smile and just take things like how it is anymore. No. He's coming back for that title. WWE built Finn up perfectly the first time. He was the first ever Universal Champion because they believed in him.
All this is just a build for Finn. But let's just be honest. I'm 50-50 on the subject. I don't think Roman's going to walk out of SummerSlam with the championship. He might. I don't think Cena might be the guy. It could be Finn.
I think
it could be. But Big E got to cash in. And let's be
also,
honest.
He's probably going to catch it next year at WrestleMania.
Let's be honest. All right, let's just be completely honest. Anyone who's ever cashed in their Money in the Bank contract never remained a face. So do you really believe that Big E is going to cash? I don't think he's going to cash in on Roman. I think what's going to happen is, if it was to go down a certain type of way, I think Edge would be a person he might cash in on.
I think he's cashing in on the guy on Monday Night Raw.
Bobby Lashley.
He's been fucking with the New Day for how long already?
Oh,
that's a good point.
I think he's gonna be cashing in on Bob.
I like that.
I think they just teased it on SmackDown.
I get what you're saying.
Right.
I definitely feel like that could possibly be true, because rumor had it earlier this year that they wanted to put Big E on Monday Night Raw. So you might be right. He might be cashing in. That might be his segue into Monday Night Raw. My whole thing is, we honestly never really seen someone face cash in the Money in the Bank. And if I'm wrong and I'm not speaking facts, you can just let me know. Like, I've never seen no one cash that in the remain face. Down to CM Punk, down to Dolph Ziggler, down to The Miz,
Daniel Bryan,
Daniel Bryan. He was a face when
but he went heel.
Yes, he did.
Right after that.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of feel like, if Big E does cash in his Money in the Bank, I gotta be completely honest with y'all. He might do that, and it might be on Finn Balor.
That's a good point. You just made a good point. I never think about that.
I look at the two slow builds. That's how I would book it. You feel me? You got Finn Balor that's going through his trials and tribulations right now. And you got Big E, who's doing very amazing at singles push. You know what's even more crazy?
I actually disagree with you. I don't think Finn's going through his trials and tribulations. He had a great NXT run.
That's what I mean.
At first,
that's what I mean. Since he came back to the main roster, I don't mean like they're beating him down. I mean, like, it's the perfect story.
I just think he never recovered well from those injuries. His
For the
first
shoulder
go
injury,
around.
I think the injury.
So I think he's on the right path right now of dethroning Roman Reigns. I think Big is saying over there on Monday Night Raw for Bob.
Back to the subject at hand, dethroning Roman Reigns. Back to that. And
I'm going Fed. Patrick the $4 is going Big E.
Big E.
I don't know.
Hey,
I feel like maybe John Cena. Then I feel like no, because he's passing the torch.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cena wins and he gets that 17th title.
What if they do that to slap Ric Flair in the face, who just asked for his release?
Title, not bad.
Right. It's not bad.
17 titles is good on him.
But I don't know. Don't you think that wrestling fans would be upset if they did that though?
No, not anymore.
I think wrestling
be
fans
happy because it's the old John Cena. No, what I mean by the upset factor, I don't mean because it's John Cena. I mean in the sense that just be like, well, damn, like y'all did all of this, like just to make Roman now lose to John Cena, who just came from out of nowhere. That's just what I was
That's why Cena might not win.
That's why I'm like, damn.
But that's why he's not my pick, and it's Finn Balor, the Prince.
So then you don't think that it'll be on SummerSlam?
Unless Finn finazes his way into making it a triple threat.
Make sure before we continue that y'all sit there and y'all hit that subscribe button. That's important. So you can get more of this. Please, because this is just a taste of what all you guys are gonna get. What's up with these references that you've been making tonight?
What do you mean?
Now you're trying to give people a taste of what?
A taste of wrestling expertise, wrestling knowledge, and just.
God, I thought you was gonna say of us, cause.
I mean, hey.
You gonna get excitement on this show?
Wait.
Your man, the full Nelson.
And again, you just never know what's gonna happen or what's gonna be said on this show. And ladies and gentlemen, we are ecstatic and we are so thrilled to be here on this journey with you. I believe.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, here we go.
No, let me ask you a question. Since we are here and we brought up the subject of Roman Reigns, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you another question. And this is just you guys' honest opinion. As us doing this, we also have to acknowledge everything from NXT to Ring of Honor to New Japan to Impact
to AEW
to NWA. Yeah, AEW.
To MLW.
So now I gotta ask you a question. How do y'all feel about the Chris Jericho Story of Labor storyline of the MJF? And it's okay if you sit here and say you know nothing about that. The people can be okay with that because you can be informed. It's okay.
To be honest, I'm unsure about that. Oh yeah.
You're not sure about that, guys. We can't sit here and have a sports podcast.
I'm gonna be honest.
And not pay attention to everything.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's going.
Wait, but yeah.
Sorry,
in the back.
guys.
Retirement match.
I keep trying to tell y'all, and I've said this a million times.
Yo, can you get your pussy out of here?
I love you. Oh.
Got a lot of pussy.
Yeah, I told you, man. Anything's gonna happen on this show, so sorry for that.
Well, what you were saying?
Anyways, yeah, I don't know much about the MJF Chris Jericho thing.
I think it's a retirement. Like that's a retirement match. Between
it's not a retirement match. MJF and Chris Jericho have beef with each other. Everyone knows Chris Jericho. One here watching, of course, on AEW. Right now, there's a Labor of Jericho thing going on. He has 5 different labors he has to go through, 5 different matches. Honestly, as a content creator, that gave me an idea, but that's for like a universe for another time. With this, it's their rivalry because MJF has beaten Chris Jericho and every single match that they've been in, and it's been 2. He's beat him in 2 single matches, right? So MJF is like, I really don't want to fight you. You're desperate to fight me. Why do you want to fight me? You're so desperate. Just give it up. I've hurt you. You're old and you're has-been.
Well,
Jericho, that's his opinion. Jericho's like, I'll do anything. MJF is like, anything? Alright. You're going to run basically this kind of like a gauntlet. Each week he's fighting different competitors. The first week,
Did he
If I'm
fought
not
Nick
mistaken,
Gage or something like that? That was good. That was
he
the second
fought
one.
Nick Gage.
Nick
That
Gage,
was
that
the
was a
second
good
one.
match.
That was
That
a
was an
really
exciting
fucking
match.
amazing
I
match.
swear, I ain't gonna hold
That
you.
was a really
That match
amazing
was
match.
good.
Maybe I should watch more
Yeah,
AEW.
you
You
should.
should. The first match.
Yo, you
Because I'm
bleeding.
here lost like.
He was sorry. I was about to cut you.
Who's Nick Gage?
Nick
Nick
Gage.
Gage.
Nick Gage.
Nick
You know
Gage,
who Nick
you know
Gage
him?
is? Okay, Nick
Here
Gage
we
is the
go.
most crazy.
He's
You should
a-
watch Beyond the Mat. That's what it is, right? That wrestling documentary shit. You should watch that because it's really
He's
got
like- he's
Ultimate
like,
Warrior on there
I know-
and shit
I know
like
that. I know
But
of it.
that guy,
You know New
Nick
Jack?
Gage,
You like New Jack.
New Jack,
Jack is
from
more
ECW.
Yeah.
No, he's worse than New Jack. He's a cracker, and
He
he's
used to be
a
wrestling.
cracker that
Cracker.
He robbed the
uses
bank one time. I
glass.
read a little bit
He
about
uses
it.
glass shards and
Yeah.
everything. He uses a pizza cutter. That's what the memes were
A
going
pizza
around
cutter.
with the pizza cutter with Vince snitching on AEW. And Domino's is actually mad that they used a pizza cutter on a television program. But Nick Gage, he uses that shit. He's in he's like in the backyard wrestling kind of scene. Right,
That's
so he
cool.
does a lot of extreme. So that match he had with Jericho, there was a lot of
A
blood.
lot of blood, yes.
A lot of
I
spots.
saw that. I was like, oh
And
shit,
it
I
was
marked out for
fucking-
that.
yeah.
I marked out for that.
I'm not Dave
Oh,
Meltzer
shit.
or anything,
Okay.
but to me
Yeah,
that
I really
match got a
did.
4.5. The
It
reason
really
they
did.
hit the 4.5.
Pause it.